Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today we're going to talk about 4 technology stocks that I think you should put on your watch list. All 4, according to my algorithm, is ready to pop. Of course, you'll do your own due diligence and decide for yourself. So let's get started. But first, I want to tell you we're an education channel here at Stock Planner. We like to share ideas, get some peer review, do our own due diligence, learn it, experiment, and win. Trading is risky, but also very satisfying. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm trying to plan for Monday. And I start out with looking at FinViz. And look at all this green. Everything is happy. Everything is gay. All the technology stocks looking great. Communication stocks looking great. Healthcare stocks looking great. Financial stocks looking great. Those are the areas I think are going to be strong. If we have a recession or inflation continues or Powell upsets people and our economy goes south till Christmas, now a lot of technology stocks seem to be overbought and are overvalued. Overbought, overvalued. And I think if it's inflation, we'd like to find some undervalued technology stocks. When I'm talking about technology, looking at the groups, these are the top 4 are the areas I think is going to be strong in the next 2 or 3 months. Now, I know this is a 1 day, and this is the 1 week, and you got the healthcare and utilities up there, and technology is still up there too. Communication services dropped down, but I think Verizon and things like that are going to be strong, and there they are again for the month. I think they're going to stay strong whether we have some kind of situation or not. And remember now, we got COVID raising its ugly head, Afghanistan debacle, we got the border crisis, we got a deterioration of confidence in America and our president. All those things are going to affect the stock market. I have a free Discord chat. It's under Stock Planner, and I put a watch list out there periodically. This is not a channel where we make calls and stuff and you can trade from it, but I do put a list out there that you can do your own due diligence from. And we're looking for stocks that are technical, of which AMD is certainly the top runner. And you could consider fiber maybe a technical stock. I don't know. 8 is, this is a watch list that I print out. This is for Monday. But if Monday, it's not a strong day, these are all longs, so be careful. Anyway, AMD is definitely on this list. Using the same algorithm that I used to produce that list, I selected all the technology stocks that were in my domain, along with the best that works with my strategy, and seen what comes up. And these are the stocks that came up. 43 of them out of about 300. Doing a back test using my strategy. We have 73% winners, and the rest losers, 27. My strategy basically is if the MACD is below the 0 and the stochastic is below, the stochastic RSI is below the 20 and come back around, or if the RSI is below the 30 and come back around, that's the time you can take a trade. And then we have that signal here for Skyworks. And these last 4, they're net. It's 0 lag. MACD is below the 0. The stochastic RSI came around, and so has the RSI 4. And we had 2 singles here for the last 2 days. It seems like it's going up for net. So we'll come up into new territory, or we'll drop back down. And we got those on Thursday. That single. This one's on Friday. AMD MACD is below the 0. The stochastic RSI is below the 20. Come around. And so is the RSI below the 30 and came around. And we have a single on Friday to go up. And we know my strategy based on my good indicators, my good stocks that trade well with my strategy, is that this has a 70% reliability rate, 72%, 70. Here we had singles here, and that was a really good winner. We had a short here. And that was what? A loser. Do you do this for your strategy? Do you do this for your indicators? based on technicals only, I'm likely to take this trade. It looks good to me on technicals. But I do look a little bit at the fundamentals. We're going to do that in just a minute. Fortinet, which is a security type company. And by the way, Net is cloud-based company, and AMD makes chips and components for computers. And this is a cloud computing software company as well. Security does quite well, and I think it is going to be a security and privacy based on the censorship issues and the hacking and all that stuff are going to be very important for the next decade. MACD is below the 0. The stochastic RSI is below the 20 and come back around, and the RSI is below the 30 and come back around. All conditions for a buy. We had one. Is it trading at its all-time high? Is it going higher? With the singles back here. Wow. With a short signal here, and that was a loser. So I guess if you use my strategy, you might look at the 50 MA and make sure it's trading above it. But I'm a swing trader. I look more or less where the mean is and a reversion to the mean type situation. So if I get a long signal here and I feel the mean is somewhere there, I'm betting that it'll go to there. And this is all-time high. I'm not sure for Monday, but my system says go. 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 Skyworks Solutions, cloud-based computing. We have the RSI below the 30 and come back around. Love that. We have the stochastic RSI come back around over below the 20 and come back around. And we have the MACD zero lag way below the 0. We had some buy signals here. And what would that have been? A loser. We have a buy signal here. That's a loser. Had some buys here. That's a winner. Has some buys here. And that's a loser. Take a look at the last one we looked at, Skyworks, and running a back test just on that particular stock. Let's see what the win rate is over a period of January 1st, 2020 till now. There were 16 trades, and the average bar that were held are 20 days. And now remember, this is bars, that's trading days. There's 22 trading days in a month, about a month. And that's important if you decide to use options. Because, what I do is I tend to use options that are 60 days out, and hopefully half of them will be closed after the 18 or 20 days. Anyway, it's got a 69% win rate, loser rate of 30%. We can do something with this. Net, AMD, Flint, and Skyworks are the 4 we're looking at. Now, if we do think it's going to be some inflation, recession type situation, we want to go long on undervalued stocks that are growing. If you look, there's the last 4, and we have an undervalued stock, overvalued stock. AMD is overvalued, and so is Cloudnet, Cloudflare. These are stocks that a lot of people talk about, and these stocks here are a lot of people don't talk about. And you see that the last 7 days, these stocks have been growing, and this one has been shrinking. And this beat up, is the beaten up over? Now, the 2 undervalued stocks are these 2 here, Flint, Fortinet, and Skyworks. And it says that this is nearly 60% undervalued, where this is 6% undervalued. So, if you're looking for a beat up stock to go long, I think Skyworks is our answer. Let's do a little further investigation on Skyworks. By the way, that Skyworks is a pretty green snowflake. That means it has some fundamentals are doing things right. We could go ahead and do a detailed analysis of this, but I want to go in and focus on the trade. Skyworks is trading at 178, 179. Tip rank says it as a moderate buy, and it says it's going to go to 228. That's pretty good. And it's at 8 ranking. That's very good. Some insiders sold some shares, but all these fundamentals are green. Next earning date is November, well out, and it's profitable. This company is profitable. And I stand corrected from an earlier statement. Skyworks is a semiconductor company, not a cloud computing company. I confused it with Net. Designing, manufacturing, and marketing a broad range of high-performance analog and mixed single semiconductors. 5G, 5G, 5G. So you guys can trade what you want. Here's the list. NET, AMD FTNT, and Skyworks. Skyworks to me looks technically ready to pop. It also has good fundamentals. This is Omni Broker. This is where I have my algorithm written in. It costs a little money. We're going to switch over to a free software package called TradingView. And this is TradingView. We just had a dividend, and earnings was back here. The job of a swing trader is as a technical trader is try to capture these swings on a technical basis, and maybe capture the minor swings too if you could do that. And you try to find, this is a zigzag indicator, you try to find indicators that will predict that. This is the zero lag. MACD is, as I showed you over in Omni Broker. This is stochastic RSI coming back around, and this is the RSI coming around. When they all occur within a few days of each other, you can take a long somewhere in there, and that is really good. You got the same condition coming up now. The RSI is coming around the bend, the stochastic RSI is coming around the bend, and the MACD is way below the zero. Is it time for a rise? The zigzag, the perfect indicator, doesn't know what it's doing for one bar. That's because you had a green bar here. If this thing would have been, it would have known what it's doing. But now it's got to wait because it's for some more information before it tells you what the perfect zigzag is. So when it doesn't know what it's doing, that's what I like. That's when I want to take some action if I can. These are all perfect. It's a perfect indication to go to long technically. Fundamentally, this stock looks pretty good too. So you have to decide for yourself. It's just beaten down over? Has it been beaten down as far as it's going to go? Or has it still got some room? Some people think that this industry and technology in general is overvalued and needs to come back down and pull back. And believing in the 50% retracement, 50% of this is about here. It reached that. And here, 50% of this long thing here is about here. If I believe in the 50%, this stock should come up to about 186. 186. And it's a guess. It's just lines. How in the world can lines predict the future price of a stock anyway? It can't. The Skyworks is my pick out of the four, but all four technically look good for the future or a short-term pop. What do you think? Do you think NET is going up? AMD, the one that everybody talks about, going up? That looks good to me. Fortinet Securities going up? Doesn't look bad. Or Skyworks, which looks terrific. Please leave your comments below. Like and subscribe to this video. We'll catch you on the flip. And remember to do your own due diligence. Research. Learn. Win. Happy trading.